Caitlin Clark shares good news, despite missing WNBA All-Star Game. The WNBA All-Star Game is set to feature the league's top talent, from Angel Reese to Breanna Stewart to Aya Wilson. Heading into the All-Star break, Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark and Minnesota Lynx forward Nafisa Collier were listed as team captains. Both players selected their respective rosters ahead of the game. While Clark was slated to play in the All-Star Game with two Fever teammates, Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, she was recently ruled out due to a groin injury. Clark's recent setback cost her the All-Star Game as well as her participation in the three-point contest. Ahead of both events, Clark gave an update to fans, sharing good news about the setback. "I'm feeling good," Clark said, per Dave Lindquist. "Obviously a lot of this cheers me up. It's good to see everybody out here having a really good time." Throughout her second season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark has averaged 16.5 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 8.8 assists per game. Clark leads the Indiana Fever in average assists and has clearly been one of the best scorers for the top Eastern Conference team, but injuries have derailed her development. Clark has missed 11 games this season. She suffered a quad injury earlier in the season, followed by a groin injury, which she is currently nursing at the All-Star break. The Indiana Fever star will have an opportunity to return to the lineup on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time when her team plays the New York Liberty. Caitlin Clark may not be suiting up for the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game, but that doesn't mean her presence is missing. Far from it. While fans were disappointed by the Indiana Fever rookie sensation being sidelined due to injury, Clark delivered a dose of optimism that spread like wildfire across social media, proving yet again that her impact goes far beyond the hardwood. The good news? Clark's recovery is ahead of schedule, and perhaps even more compelling. Her influence on the WNBA is growing stronger, even as she rests. A star on the sideline. In a packed press conference held via Zoom from her Indianapolis condo, Clark, sporting a Fever hoodie and her signature ponytail, flashed the kind of smile that's become iconic since her days at Iowa. "I'm obviously bummed not to be playing," she said. "This weekend was something I dreamed about, but I'm healing faster than expected, and I'm already working with the team to get back on court." Her words were laced with maturity beyond her 23 years, a mix of disappointment, realism, and the fiery optimism that's made her a fan favorite. Doctors had initially pegged her ankle sprain as a 4-6-week absence, ruling her out for the All-Star festivities in Phoenix. But Clark revealed during the presser that recent evaluations showed significant progress, and she could return to Fever action sooner than expected, possibly within the next 2 weeks. Clark's presence still looms large. Despite missing the event, Caitlin Clark is still central to the All-Star weekend. Her jersey remains the top seller across WNBAshop.com. Her highlights are playing on loop across social media, and even her commercials, from Gatorade to State Farm, are airing during prime WNBA broadcasts. In a surprising twist, the league announced that Clark would still be participating in the weekend, just not in uniform. She'll be joining the WNBA media team for All-Star Saturday, offering live commentary during the three-point contest and skills challenge alongside legends like Sue Bird and Cheryl Swoops. "It's a fun way to stay connected," Clark said with a laugh, "and maybe I'll get to ask the questions this time instead of answering them." A bigger picture, Clark's continued impact. Even from the sidelines, Clark's reach extends throughout the league. Since her debut in May, Indiana's ticket sales have quadrupled. The Fever are playing in front of sold-out crowds across the country, not just at home. In cities like Seattle, New York, and Atlanta, fans of all ages and jerseys line up to catch a glimpse of the rookie, whose deep threes and fiery competitiveness have reinvigorated interest in the women's game. "She's doing for us what Magic and Bird did for the NBA in the 80s. One WNBA executive said, "She's not just a player. She's a movement." This season alone, ESPN reported a 200% increase in WNBA viewership, with Clark's games routinely drawing over 1 million viewers. The Fever's clash against the Aces in June became the most-watched regular-season WNBA game in over 2 decades. The Fever may be near the bottom of the standings, but Clark's effect transcends wins and losses. Support from fellow stars. News of Clark's injury sparked an outpouring of support from across the basketball world. Aya Wilson posted, "Rest up, Rook. You've already made this league better." Sabrina Ionescu, who has quickly formed a big sister-type relationship with Clark, added, "Want to swap seats at the broadcast table?" with a wink emoji. Even legends like Diana Taurasi and Tamika Catchings weighed in with messages of encouragement, reminding fans that setbacks are part of the journey, and that greatness doesn't pause because of a twisted ankle. Personal triumph in the midst of setback. Clark's good news wasn't just physical. Off the court, she shared an emotional milestone. She's launching the Caitlin Clark Foundation for Girls in Sports, focused on increasing access to athletic opportunities for young girls across America. "I know what it's like to be the little girl in the gym dreaming big," Clark said. "But not every girl has the same resources or support. This is my way of giving back and making sure the next generation gets the same shot I did." The foundation will begin with partnerships in Iowa and Indiana, offering grants, equipment, and mentoring programs. As Clark revealed this initiative, her voice cracked just slightly, but she powered through, a reminder of how deeply she cares about her legacy beyond statistics and accolades. WNBA coaches react. Indiana Fever head coach Christy Sides addressed the media shortly after Clark's presser. "She's the kind of player who wants to play through anything. You almost have to protect her from herself. But this injury gave us time to recalibrate, and honestly, it's been a blessing in disguise. She's had a chance to breathe, and she's still contributing from the bench like a veteran." Sides revealed that Clark has been attending practices, reviewing film with rookies, and even sitting in on coaches' strategy meetings. "She's studying the game at another level," Sides said. "She's going to come back even sharper." Silver linings and sky-high expectations. It's easy to forget, amid all the noise and attention, that Clark is still just a rookie. And yet, the pressure on her has been immense, from carrying the weight of historic NCAA achievements to instantly being labeled the face of the WNBA. Her brief injury break, as frustrating as it may be, has offered something rare: space to reflect, space to heal, and space to grow.